What up, bitches? Welcome to another rant slash review. He who hungers. Not for real. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Misanthropic One on YouTube, who does a lot of rants, reviews, and all that. And I just want to give a shout out, man, because honestly, I think you're one of the best reviewers on YouTube. Like, you keep it so real, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that, because it feel like you're sitting right here when you're doing reviews, like, because you reviewed Old Dirty Bastard. You reviewed an album from him that came out, like, I believe last year. It had its unreleased material, and I have the same album, but I don't know, you was critical of it, and you gave your honest opinion, and I feel the same way about that album. I forgot the name of it though, but you showed a DVD on the back cover of it, which is this Old Dirty Bastards documentary, and so I decided to do a review on it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out, you know what I'm saying? But for those that don't know who Old Dirty Bastard is, he's a affiliate of the Wu-Tang Clan, a group that came out in the year 1993. And to be honest, I feel like they're one of the groups that brought hip hop back in the 90s. Because if you think about it, for a while in the 90s, you know, like, it was no real consciousness in rap. Like, from 91 to like 92, it wasn't no real MCs out putting out real material. I mean, it was, but they weren't getting exposure. It was mostly in the mainstream. It was Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer. But when the Wu-Tang Clan came out, they shook up the world, you know what I'm saying? And they brought lyricism back to hip hop and consciousness, which is one of the things I wish would happen now, but you know, only time will tell. But when they came out, they were huge, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the thing that brought them mainstream appeal was, of course, Old Dirty Bastard. Old Dirty Bastard was very bizarre at times, and he has questionable answers. But I feel like if you have an open mind, you can understand who Old Dirty Bastard really was. You know what I'm saying? And you would pick up this DVD to see who he was. And it tells a great story. You know, it starts off, when you pop the DVD in, this one thing I want to say, is when you pop it in, it just starts. It's kind of like when you pop in a VHS, it just starts and stuff. And that's kind of how it is, you know. I mean, that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like skipping scenes just to get to one scene. Like, say if I wanted to see one scene, like, I don't feel like doing all that skipping, you know what I'm saying, for one scene or something like that. So, I mean, that's the bad part about it. But at the same time, I like it because it's old school, it's vintage, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, it costs the quality on the trailers and stuff, and at the beginning is very like 70s, and it with a mixture of martial arts, like that's how the style is. So that's why it's also a good thing, because, you know, it's different. But yeah, and basically that's how it starts off, you know, with the trailers and stuff. The first trailer is of the Bobby Digital movie, which came out in '98, and it does look like it came out in '98, but you know, they pushed it. They pushed it from '98 to 2001, and I guess it's coming out soon, man, you know what I'm saying? But it don't like much has been done to it since '98, because it still looks that way. But you know, I like it, you know what I'm saying? But then it goes to Wu-Tang, goes to Golden Phoenix, and the reason I'm bringing these trailers up is because it just, I don't know, I feel like the trailers get you hyped for what you're about to see with Old Dirty Bastard. But anyways, it starts off and it shows the older Old Dirty Bastard video where he's freestyling that the Leroy Brown thing, when he's like, he's bad Leroy Brown. You know, I think you can find that clip on YouTube somewhere. But it starts off with what's the first? Oh yeah, with the intro, of course, and the intro is done very well. It opens with Curtis Mayfield song, "The Makings of You." It opens with that, and it's a very good opening. It shows the timeline with ODB when he first started, and then it shows the when he started, when he was teaming with RZA. Then it shows 93 Wu-Tang Clan, and it goes to 96 the award show and Nigga Please album, 2001 the rest. And that's what the trailer shows, like that timeline, that whole period. And you can hear people talking over it, like you can hear his mom talking, you can hear Wu-Tang, I think it's Wu-Tang Clan members talking, and it's news reports going on as they show the trailer opening. It's a real good opening. And then like basically they go from talking about his childhood, how he used to go downstairs and he used to see his mom performing and stuff because his mom used to be a singer, and so he used to go downstairs, and basically Old Dirty Bastard style reminisces everything he did in his childhood. That's what they're talking about in like the first scene. And I want to just say the best parts of this is towards the end, like when they talk about Old Dirty Bastard, like how he was when he got out of prison. You know, he went in prison and stuff because I think, what did he leave out the rehab facility? He did something, and they took him to jail for some fucked up reason. Like, and I remember at the time I was like, you know, why they took him to jail? It was some fuck shit, you know. But I'm from Tampa, ladies and gentlemen, so if y'all don't understand what fuck shit means, yeah, I just mean stupid shit. But anyways, yeah, it was messed up when he went to jail. I mean, I forgot what the reason was, but I remember at the time, like, you know, being confused by it. So when he got out, they showed when he got out of jail, and how he was different. And Gizza said, like, when Old Dirty Bastard got out of jail, he wasn't the same, and how, you know, he remembered ODB saying Life is Boring on the VH1 special that they had of Old Dirty Bastard. If anybody remembers that. It was called Life on Parole with ODB or something that came out in 03. And Gizza just says, like, he wasn't the same and all that, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. You just get a real perspective of how he was on his final days. And that's why it's my favorite part of the documentary. It's just, it's told very well. You get to hear from his family. You get to see his old clips from when he was first getting out. And it's done very good, very good. You know what I'm saying? And then he talks about he starts telling people, when he was telling people that, you know, I mean, I might not be here and shit, and he just tell people that, like, yeah, man, it's sick, you know, I'm probably gonna die. And then it just leads up to his death, you know what I'm saying, which is still questionable in my opinion, because I feel like somebody had something to do with Old Dirty Bastard's death. You know, much like Tupac and Biggie Smalls, I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, they was just slain and then, you know, they just died. Like, I don't think Old Dirty Bastard would just kill himself. You know what I'm saying? You really wouldn't think it after watching most of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and, moving on though. I'll say the only negative point about this, the only thing on like, is the narrator. I'm not sure of his name. They don't even have his name on the back cover. These motherfuckers don't even like him. But seriously, I'm just saying it's just I mean, he wasn't terrible, but it's just I felt like he wasn't very professional on certain parts. Like basically, and who am I to talk? I saw him ghetto as hell on his review, but sometimes he'll like say things like he'll be like, Old Dirty Bastard lived with his family, but he also did this. Like he would put "but" in the middle of his sentence, and I mean, I don't know, I just felt like it was kind of unprofessionally done, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I mean, maybe that's not as bad as most narrators, because I'm sure it's even worse out there, but I don't know, I just feel like it should have been more professionally done, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's just nitpicking, because overall I actually give this an 8.5, because I feel like the story's told very well, but some scenes do seem to drag, like when they start talking about all his family and stuff, and when they talk about the Wu affiliates and stuff, like, I don't know, it's just, it seems too long sometimes. But I feel like I said, man, you know, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but yeah, it's a good DVD, man. I mean, they tell a great story of Old Dirty Bastard's life, and that's one thing I like. I feel like with Old Dirty Bastard, he is what the Beatles is to most people, like, to me, to be honest. And I know people looking at my profile now, they're like, you're 21 years old, what do you know about ODB? I know a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to get, like, a lot of understanding of who he was, because, I mean, yeah, I was young, you know what I'm saying, when ODB was big and stuff, but I still dig him, you know what I'm saying? I still think he's one of the greatest. So, yeah, like I said, this DVD gets an 8.5. I recommend it. You know, you can order it on Amazon. But yeah, man, you know, it gets an 8.5 for me. Sorry if I'm repeating the same words over again. You know, it's whatever. Shit, fuck y'all if y'all got a problem with the way I review. But that's it, 8.5. And if you love, if you hate, first of all, subscribe, people.